tournament, and the winner will advance to tomorrow night's 8 o'clock ball game. Great to be back. Good crowd on hand here tonight. A little bit of drizzle falling outside the Blue and Gold Palace here at Chanute High School, but plenty of time to get on out and enjoy some great high school basketball on KFBX 93.1 FM. Well, Bill, getting excited. It's Ralph Miller time. This is the second longest running tournament in the state.
That's amazing.
To Tonganoxie, and plans to have it again next year. So looking forward to it.
It's something that I look forward to every year and ever have since I moved to Chanute back in the mid-'80s. There's a lot of history here, and it's awfully cool.
Blue Comets wearing their white trimmed in powder blue, and Andover Central in their black trimmed in gold. And the head basketball coach for Andover Central is Jesse Herman. He's been here since Andover Central has been coming to this tournament for several years. And we've got a new basketball coach at Chanute High School, and that is Devin Crabtree, former Chanute Blue Comet great. And he's taken over his first year, and he's done a good job getting these guys playing some good basketball. So looking forward to it as we get ready to bring you the national anthem here at Chanute High School. Our national anthem from Chanute High School, the 48th Ralph Miller Basketball Classic, just about ready to get underway. And game number 4 of today's first day. 3 days of the tournament, always one of the better tournaments. And of course, on day 3 on Saturday, they have the coaches free throw contest, they have the dunk contest, and all kinds of things you can come on out and enjoy yourself for. So come on out here to Chanute High School Gymnasium and enjoy some great high school basketball, some of the better teams. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's basketball game. For the visitors on the scoreboard, the Andover Central Jaguars. Starting at guard, a 5'11 senior, Ty Herman. At the other guard, 6'2", number 5, a senior, Matt Macy. Starting at one forward for Andover Central will be Xavier Bell, 6'3", senior, number 4. The other forward, number 3, a 6-foot senior, Caden Wilson, and Jerome Washington, 6'5", senior, number 3, will get the start at center. Again, Andover Central is coached by Jesse Herman. Now the starting lineup for your Chanute Blue Comets. At one guard, Sean Williams Jr., 5'11 sophomore. He'll be wearing number 2 tonight. At center, Ty Bowman, 6'5 senior. He'll be wearing number 12, and congratulations to Ty this week for signing early. He'll be attending Kansas State next year on a football scholarship. Out at the other guard for the Blue Comets, 5'9" senior, number 35, Briley Peavy. At one forward, number 24, a 6'2" sophomore, Cam Kester. And at the other forward, Garrett Allman, number 5, a 6'1" junior. So for the Comets, it's Williams, Allman, Bowman, Kester, and Peavy in the starting lineup. And first-year head coach Devin Crabtree will take over, assisted by Jeremy Wire and Travis Tobin. Zach Murray, the new athletic director at Chanute High School. He is the former Chanute High School athletic star here at the Chanute High School. Got a new principal, Brian Campbell. Chanute will wear their white, and they are the home team in tonight's fourth and final ball game. About ready to get underway here at Chanute High School. Once again, I'm Mike Sutcliffe along with Bill Woodard. And Bill?
It's good to be here, Michael. It's great to be here. This is an awesome day. You know, I really look forward to this tournament, and the first day is fun. It brings a lot of excitement. We got a lot of kids in the stands from school, and that's always great to see them come out on a school night and give their peers some support. And looks like we're going to have we've already got a sideline out of bounds, and it's Andover Central's ball.
Yeah, the ball up in the air and tipped out of bounds, so didn't get much underway, but they gave it to Andover Central, and we're underway in the ball game. Chanute's going to open up man-to-man defensively against Andover Central. The Jaguars bouncing it down low on the baseline. They'll drive past Bowman, and they're going to call Bowman on a blocking foul on the baseline on the right side. So Ty Bowman picks up his first personal foul of the ball game. 16 seconds into the ball game, team foul number 1 in the ball game on the Comets. Dump pass inside, jumped up and in, and Andover Central takes a quick 2-0 lead. Comets let him get inside the paint, and a shot put up and in. 2-0 Andover Central on the basket inside. That was Jerome Washington, first 2 points of the ball game. Fade away in the lane by Ty Bowman, no good. Rebound Andover Central. Here come the Jags on the run, and we got a whistle and stopping play. And we got a foul coming at the 7-12 mark of the opening quarter of play. Andover Central on top by the score of 2-0. The foul was on the floor, so no shooting foul. It'll go be Jaguar basketball. They'll bring it in. Washington backs in. Nice shut off down on the baseline by the Blue Comets defensively. Comets staying in the man-to-man. Shot up, misses everything. Rebound Blue Comets. They'll work down the right sideline, now down in the middle. Peavy hands it back out top.
That was a big foul on Bowman. That he picked up his second on one of those little, trip or cheapy fouls, and unfortunately sometimes somebody's foot gets in the way, and that's what ended up there. So he's going to have to be careful here for a while.
3-point left side is good, and the Blue Comets grab the lead. Cam Kester with the basket. 3-2 in favor of the Blue Comets. Off on a jumper from 15 feet out on the left side. Rebound Comets. So with 6:23 to go in the first quarter, Chanute on top in the ball game by the score, 3-2. Andover Central packed back in the 3-2 zone. Turned around the lane by Bowman. It's up and good with the left hand. And it's 5-2 Blue Comets. Nice start for Chanute.
That was a nice turnover. His right shoulder there. Nice little short hook from inside the lane just a little bit.
They're going to leave a shooter open from 18. The shot's too strong. Loose ball. Rebound picked up by the Comets. Chanute off to a good start. 5-2 ball game. 5:47 to go in the first quarter. They try a cross-court pass. Bad pass stolen away by Andover Central. Jaguars on the fast break. Washington lays it in. He's got all 4 points. And it's 5-4 in favor of Chanute.
A little late getting back in transition that time off that turnover. Looks like it'll be Andover Central's ball out of bounds.
Bradley Peavy bringing it up the floor, turned it over, and it's going to go back to the Jaguars. And Andover Central a chance to take the lead. Andover Central's won this tournament a few times in their career. They had a football player that attended Kansas State just about 5 years ago and made all Big 12. Long shot from the corner, off no good. Off the right side, and we got a pushing foul underneath. And it looks like they're going to get the Blue Comets on the push.
Looks like Sean Williams gets that one.
Well, I remember Sean Williams. Well, I tell you, at the rec, he would just show up every day, bouncing the basketball, shooting probably 1,000 shots a day, and he can light it up. 6'5" Andover Central on a 15-foot jumper. Here come the Comets the other way, trailing now. Peavy takes off on the dribble, triple team, cross-court pass over in the right corner. Bowman goes up, his shot's blocked, and we got a two-shot shooting foul. Foul called on Andover Central, the Jaguars, a little too close. Caught across the arm of Ty Bowman, and Bowman will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot two. 4:43 to go in the first quarter of play in our final game of day number one of the 48th Ralph Miller Basketball Classic. Second longest running tournament in Kansas. The longest Tonganoxie, where the Blue Comet girls went for about 10 years. First free throw by Bowman is up and good, and we're tied at 6. Second free throw off the heel of the rim, rebound pulled down by Andover Central, and here come the Jaguars straight down the floor. This time, Blue Comets picking them up man-to-man. They've stayed in that man-to-man since the start of the ball game, Bill.
They do a lot of man-to-man, Mike. That's probably one of the better defenses. They like to get out and run, and you can create some more transition opportunities playing a pretty tough man-to-man.
Chanute just picked up their 4th team foul to just 1 for Andover Central.
That foul's on Garrett Allman, it looked like.
Garrett Allman, 6'1" junior, picks up his first personal foul. We're tied at 6. Good start to the ball game. Good crowd on hand here at the Blue and Gold Palace. Student section on the far side, all standing. Free throw up and good. And the Jaguars grab a 1-point lead, 7-6. Washington, left-handed free thrower, pushes it up and in. 8-6 Andover Central, that's their biggest lead of the ball game. A little pressure in the backcourt by Andover Central. Peavy has the basketball, bounces it into the forecourt for Bowman. Bowman chooses to go 1-on-1, backs his way in, kicks it over in the corner. On the dribble with the basketball, Garrett Allman goes inside, shot good. Allman with the basket, and we're tied at 8. We're at the halfway mark of the first quarter. Long shot from 3 is an air ball. It's out of bounds. It'll be Blue Comet basketball.
That's a good job. Yeah, that last effort by Garrett Allman, that was a good spin move. He took the ball deep inside and reversed back out. Got an easy layup out of that.
So full court pressure by Andover Central. They're in a 2-1-2 full court pressure. Chanute bringing it into the front court. Now they try to set a double team trap. They wanted a
turnover, yep.
Walk. Instead they get a turnover. Andover Central goes up, shot blocked. They'll get it over in the corner and they'll shoot it up and good from 3. Skylar Clevenger just ended the ball game, shot in a 3, and that puts Andover Central on top by the score of 11-8. 3:25 left to go in the first quarter here from the Ralph Miller Basketball Classic. Boy, it's been a great tournament over the years, Bill. A lot of big names that have gone on to play college basketball. Major League Baseball, professional football, now college football. It's just amazing some of the athletes that have come out of this tournament.
You know, there are a lot of athletes in the state of Kansas, and a lot of times they get showcased here, and that's pretty fun for us to get to see them because we don't typically travel to see that kind of athleticism many times.
Well, we're going to have one playing the Super Bowl coming up here in about another week and a half, too.
That'll be pretty cool as well.
Blake Bell, who played for Bishop Carroll back in 2010, played 4 years, played quarterback at University of Oklahoma, now tied in for the Kansas City Chiefs, backup tied in, caught a touchdown pass the other day, and now playing in the Super Bowl. It's amazing. Nice move inside, shot off the glass is good for the Blue Comets. With the basket is Garrett Allman, and the Blue Comets pulled it within one. It's 11-10. We got a ball game going on here at the Ralph Miller Classic.
Looks like Chanute's going to set up now in a little bit of a zone, see if they can change tempo on the offensive end against Andover Central.
Good to see Devin Crabtree on the Blue Comet sideline. I tell you, calling his ball games, he used to hit some big shots for the Blue Comets. He was the scorer. Shot outside, good from three for Andover Central, and they have opened up a 4-point lead with 2:36 left to go in the first quarter. Comets trying to answer. They
Kester
do
for three. That's a good shot there. Great penetration by Peavy and a kick out to the corner for a wide open look there.
Kester with the basket pulls the Comets to within one, 14-13. Shot no good. Rebound Blue Comets. Coming away with it, Garrett Allman. Allman backs his way inside. Left-handed scoop shot off the glass is good. 15-14 Blue Comets on a 5-0 run. Grab a 15-14 lead.
That's another good move. The second time he's used that move to his advantage there. Spin move back to the inside. Nice left-handed layup.
Comets packed back into a zone. First time they've gone zone tonight. Now Andover Central, an open three from the left side, no good. But they got a wide open rebound, and they'll put it back up and in. And they'll regain the lead, 16-15. We're down to a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. Chanute trails by one, and a great first quarter here. Dribbling out front is Briley Peavy for the Blue Comets. Kicks it over left wing to Williams. Back out front it goes.
It's like Andover Central is doing a little bit of the same thing, kind of backed into a matchup zone against
us. Yeah, switching back man-to-man to zone. Bowman tries to move inside, grabbed onto, and the foul called on Andover Central. So Ty Bowman, left-hander, fires it up, in and out, no good. He'll have one more free throw in the act of shooting. Chance to try to tie the ball game at 16. Second free throw crawls in. We're tied at 16. Coming up on a 1 minute mark left to go in this first quarter. Good scoring first quarter here from the Ralph Miller Classic. Long shot from three is off the heel, no good. Bowman skies high to pull down a rebound. He'll bring it down the floor himself. Dump pass over in the corner to Briley, or to Peavy rather. Peavy back out front to Allman. Williams just right at the key, kicks it out, 3-point shot, good.
Wide open three for Kester. Again, good penetration and kick out to an open shooter.
Kester's got a nice shot.
That's good offense.
Blue Comets leading at 19-16. We're down to the last 7 seconds. Andover Central's going to hold it out for the last second. They better hurry. 2 seconds. They're not going to get a shot off. Or down to, sorry, it's down to 5 seconds to go. Shot from the corner's good from three. And we're going to be tied at 19 through the end of the first quarter of play. Right now, we're in a 19-19 tie from the Ralph Miller Classic. Let's take this 1 minute timeout. You're listening to KFBX Ralph Miller Classic.
Here we go.
Back live at the 48th Ralph Miller Basketball Classic. Chanute will inbounds to start the second quarter. In a 19-19 tie, we got a good ball game going on, Bill.
Both teams are playing pretty well. Don't see much rest on either.
Williams kicks it over in the corner, near side Peavy. Peavy on the spin dribble out front, works it over, far side, goes to Kester.
Yeah, and they got Andover back in that little matchup zone. Gives you a little bit of different look offensively to try to figure out where the openings are.
Peavy over to Williams, makes a move into the right corner, backs out. Trapped over in the corner, try to bounce it inside. And they're going to say off of the Blue Comets. Boy, I'm not sure. Looked like it went off Andover Central down low on the baseline. They're going to give it back to the Jaguars. They'll bring it in, bring it the length of the floor. Chanute sets up in a 1-3-1 zone defense. Jaguars passing around. Now they penetrate inside. The off-balance jumper is up and good. And Andover Central back on top, 21-19 in a seesaw battle here in this first half of play here. And now Bowman has it stolen away. Here come the Jaguars all the way. They try to go up for a dunk and missed. Here come the Comets the other way. Long shot from three is good. Basket by Kester. And the Blue Comets have grabbed a 22-21 lead. Boy, shoot, nice outside range. Bounce pass inside, nice trap. Jaguars bring it back outside the outside circle. Left wing is up, no good. Follow shot, good.
Yeah, we've got to do a little better job of rebounding out of that zone. That's going to be too easy.
Yeah, no screen out at all for the Comets.
That's a foul. Good
Driving
job.
inside, we got a foul on Jaguars, and it's going to put the Comets on the line.
Kester will shoot a couple. That's a good move again.
Cam Kester, 6'2" sophomore. Boy, he's going to be a good player.
He is. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Understands the game really well. He's got good skills. He's playing with more confidence than I saw him play earlier in the year, so that's really encouraging.
First free throw is left short. Best he can do is tie the ball game right now. We got substitutes coming in for Andover Central. Devin Crabtree's got a nice mixture. He's got sophomores, juniors, seniors, all in the starting lineup. Second free throw is no good, missing both. But the follow is up and good.
That's a good
And
board
the Blue
by Allman.
Comets have the lead. Garrett Allman fighting inside, got the offside rebound, put it in off the glass. 24-23, Blue Comets by one. 5:44 left to go, first half of play. Baseline jumper, air ball. Rebound, Andover Central. They're trapped on the baseline. They'll bring it back out. Open three, good. Skylar Clevenger shoots Andover Central in the lead. Comets try to answer at the other end. Shot no good. And it's rebounded by the Jaguars. Kick pass in the left corner. Long shot good. Another three-pointer. And now they've opened up the biggest lead of the ball game. Andover Central 29, Chanute 24.
Again, the Comets a little slow getting back in transition that time, not picking up shooters early. And when you leave a shooter open too long, they're going to find a range.
We got a timeout at the Blue and Gold Palace here in Chanute. 5:01 left to go in the first half. Our score, Andover Central 29, Chanute 24. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Chanute Blue Comet basketball from the 48th Ralph Miller Classic.
Ready? Here we go.
Back live at the 48th Ralph Miller Basketball Classic. 29-24 Andover Central on a nice run after Chanute grabbed a 24-23 lead. It's a 6-0 run on a pair of three-point shots by the Jaguars to grab a 5-point lead. Winner advanced into the semifinals tomorrow evening. Loser will move back into the Sunshine Bracket tomorrow afternoon at 4:45. Blue Comets back out on the floor. They'll have the basketball, will inbounds in the front court. They'll bring it into Peavy. Takes off on the left dribble, brings it back out front. They'll look inside to Bowman, rolls to the basket and scores. Off use of the right hand. He's normally left-handed. Went up with the right hand on the right side.
Yeah, that was a really good play call out of the timeout. Just a little down screen and curl around it. Good timing on the pass entry. It's well done.
Blue Comets back within 3, 29-26. Jaguars passing around the outside circle. Long three-pointers up and good.
Yeah, I think they need to get on that shooter. He's open a little more often than they'd like.
Clevenger with a three-pointer, 32-26, and he's hit 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's got a little range. That was a good yard and a half behind the arc as it was.
High school basketball keeps it at 19-9. College is back, their three-point line back, and the colleges, or the professionals, have even gone back even farther to the international rules. Bowman puts it on the floor, goes 1-on-3, goes up and draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2. Some of the Andover Central fans off the right side of us wanted to walk, but looked like he was hit on the way up, and he'll shoot 2. Bowman's first free throw, left-hander, puts it up and in.
That was a big effort. That was Washington's third foul. He's going to have to sit here for a little while now and see if the Comets get a little more room inside to maneuver.
32-27, 5-point lead for Andover Central. Second free throw is up and off the back rim, no good. Rebound taken away by the Jaguars. They'll race it up the left sideline. Into the corner it goes, shut off on a baseline drive. Kick off, back out front. They'll drive inside. They run over a common, no call. Three-pointer left side, no good, but the foul is up and good. Chanute's got to do a better job inside, Bill. They've given up about 4 shots inside the paint.
Yeah. We as coaches know zone's the hardest thing to rebound out of, and when they're moving the ball around and offensive rebound opportunities, you just kind of lose sight of your position and men. And you know they're a pretty good offensive rebounding team, even though they're not really tall. They go to the boards aggressively.
Three-point shot, no good, but the long rebound comes down to Andover Central. They'll kick it out front. 18-footer is up, bounces twice, 3 times. Tap, no good. Rebound, Bowman for Chanute. Ty's going to bring it up the floor himself, brings it right down the middle. They'll work it over on the far side to Kester. Kester over to Williams, back to Kester.
A little pressure now. They're extending that zone just a little bit, make it a little harder for us to get inside sooner.
Looks like kind of a matchup zone. Andover Central playing. Now the launch in the left corner. Knocked down, no call. Rebound Andover Central. 7-point lead, the biggest lead of the ball game, and now we've got a timeout on the floor called by Andover Central. It comes with 2:39 left to go. First half of play. Biggest lead of the ball game, 34-27, Andover Central leading the Comets. Let's pause 30 seconds. You're listening to Chanute Blue Comet basketball from the Ralph Miller Classic.
We'll just stay. We'll wait for it. Say what? Right, just 30-second timeout. Yeah, we're not picking up the shooter and the backside rebounder out of that zone very well. We're just kind of standing a little bit, and it's a lot easier to rebound out of that man-to-man, and everybody knows who they've got and who they need to put a body on, and that'll be a point of emphasis at halftime, I'm sure. Here we go.
Back live at the Ralph Miller Classic. 34-27, Andover Central with a 7-point lead and the basketball, trying to open up a lead on the Comets. Drive to the basket, put up and in, and a blocking foul, and a chance for a three-point play. They are getting down inside the paint and making some nice drives inside. Chanute's got to get down there and get a double team on the dribbler. Free throw short, tapped around, controlled by Peavy, and the Comets coming the other way, right to left with the basketball. Out front to Kester. Tall, lanky, good shooter up from the outside. Like to get him open. 36-27, a 9-point lead for Andover Central. Coming up on the 2-minute mark, left to go here in the first half. Dump pass, Kester, three-pointer, good. From the deep right wing, Kester, nothing but net. Pulls the Comets to within 6, 36-30. First quarter is back and forth, and then Andover Central has gone to work inside. Chanute's going to have to
Looks like we're back in
tighten
man-to-man
up
a little bit, trying to.
Driving down the middle, shot no good. Another open shot down low. Rebound Andover Central. Three-pointer is off, no good. Tipped up and in. Another basket inside the 3-foot range inside. Yep. And we got a timeout called by Devin Crabtree and the Blue Comets. We'll take 30 seconds. You're listening to the Ralph Miller Basketball Classic on KFEX. Team fouls even at 5 apiece, but Andover Central, the difference in this ball game has been their inside play, inside the paint, from about 3 to 5 feet, and they're getting second shot opportunities and taking advantage of it. 38-30 with a minute 17 left to go in the second quarter. Ball tapped out of bounds. It'll be Chanute basketball. Peavy brings it up the floor, kicks it over on the right side. Garrett Allman's got it. Allman, dump pass near side Kester. Out to Williams. Williams can score the ball. He needs to look to drive towards the basket, try to get open, and
I think this matchup zone's just giving us a little bit of a fits. We're not really comfortable with any kind of an offensive set we have right now. I'm sure they'll, again, discuss a lot of those options at halftime. But, You know, most of the time you run a matchup like this, if you run your man offense, you're probably going to be getting the best looks you can get.
Left wing three, no good. Here comes Andover Central coast to coast, and we got a driving foul called on the Comets. It's going to be a two-shot opportunity. It's on Peavy. His first personal, team fouls even at 6 apiece. First free throw up and good. Xavier Bell with the free throw. 39-30, matching their biggest lead of this first half. And now they make it double figures, 40-30.
That little token pressure now just slows down a little bit.
Now they'll break a double team. They'll stop, they'll give it over to Williams, drive down the baseline, shut off. Back out front, Peavy. Nowhere to go with the basketball. Has to bring it way back out front. Garrett Allman's got it. Now they go. Jump shot up, no good. Got a couple players down on the floor, and the shot at the buzzer is no good. And we've reached halftime here from the Ralph Miller Classic at our score. Andover Central 40, Chanute 30. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening. Back live at the 48th Ralph Miller Basketball Classic here at the Blue and Gold Palace at Chanute High School. Andover Central has opened up a 10-point lead after these two teams were tied at the end of one, 19-19. They outscored the Blue Comets 21-11 in quarter number 2. And we're at halftime. And our halftime show brought to you by Leavitt County Medical Center in Parsons and Chanute. And Bill, you know, you take a look at this first half of play. Really, the difference has been the second shot opportunities for Andover Central inside, because Chanute started out hitting the threes, and then they went to the man and kind of brought it out and started guarding the threes. took away Chanute's three-point shooting opportunities, but Chanute's defense really gave away a lot of easy shots.
Yeah,
inside.
I'm sure that's something they're going to talk about. We didn't get back in transition very well, and we weren't getting many boards on the offensive end. I'm sure we're out rebounded by, I don't know, a handful at least on the offensive end, and they've cashed in many of those opportunities. And in this game, when teams are reasonably evenly matched, every easy basket's a bonus. So we're going to have to do a little better job of making sure we keep those opportunities to a one-shot and out.
Well, a 10-point lead isn't much to overcome, especially the way that Chanute can shoot the outside shot, and they've got Ty Bowman inside. And I just want to talk a little bit about Ty. He's had 4 years starting quarterback, and you just don't see that very often. And
no, you really don't.
He's a tremendous athlete.
I mean, there's not a lot of freshmen that have the opportunity or the, good or bad fortune, whichever way you want to look at it, to start. Ty's a freshman. We took his lumps, and he learned every year from that stuff in football. And he's a really smart kid, and he's become a gifted thrower, and he's a good runner, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's smart. All those things just make everybody around you a lot better, and that's what some of our premier athletes do across the board, whether it's wrestling, whether it's basketball or football. It's all the same. And so it's been a pleasure to watch him grow. We've seen a lot of these kids. Both of you and I have been around a little while, and we've watched a lot of this stuff take place, and some of these kids weren't even born when we were doing a lot of this stuff. So it's an awful lot of fun to watch them grow and have success and compete, and then promise to go on and do some bigger, better things somewhere else. So pretty neat experiences.
You take a look at the wrestlers. They are back into the #1 spot in the state of Kansas, and that says an awful lot. Sure, it'd be nice to see them bring home a state championship.
Well, they work hard. Andy Albright's been around for a while now, and he's a great motivator in addition to a great tactician. And kids buy into the things that he wants them to do, and he brings them along. He gives them opportunities, and they have success. And in high school or any other level for that matter, when you start having success, you take a few more risks, and you build some confidence, and you move to the next level. And that's kind of what coaching's all about, is getting your kids to see some of the potential that they might get and have, and those opportunities present themselves. And when one has success, the rest have success, and we just stay as a unit and keep growing hard together. And that's what high school athletics should be about. And I know that's been that way for a long time in Chanute.
This is the Labette County Medical Center halftime show, and want to thank them for being one of our great sponsors, and got a lot of good sponsors bringing the Ralph Miller Classic to you from Chanute High School, and takes a lot of good sponsors to bring in teams like these, and they come in from all over the state, and we've had teams from out of state in here as well, and it takes a lot of money to run a tournament like this, and it's been successful. And again, it's the second longest running tournament in the state of Kansas. And I remember when the tournament started, they had a contest on KKOY to name the tournament, and they gave away a free radio, and the guy that won it was from Cherryville, and he was the coach at Cherryville, and they
Really?
named it the Ralph Miller Classic. And it was an opportunity in the early Ralph Miller Classic to bring together 4A, 3A, 2A, and 1A schools. And it was really neat because you always had a full crowd because everybody was in close proximity.
That's true.
To all the Chanute area. And we had teams like McCune in here and Altoona Midway, and we've had some really good small teams. And I'll never forget the biggest crowd in the gym when the Ralph Miller Classic got underway at the Neosho County Community College. Standing room only, not a seat to be had. Erie was #1 in the state. Chanute was #1. And Erie beat Chanute. and it was one great ball game.
You know, those things are great memories to have. And you know, I think, you know, we've lost a little bit when we don't have some of the area schools around. And you know, from a coaching standpoint, I know a coach wants to get out and they want to test their abilities against somebody else, maybe bigger, a little more talented, and all those things are positive. But you know, filling the stands with area kids and having the townspeople from different areas come together at the same time, those are all really positive for our social network here in southeastern Kansas.
Well, you know, a lot of people thought 1A versus 4A, they don't have a chance. Well, you know, it's like the movie Hoosiers.
I was going to say, they made a movie about that, didn't they, Michael?
Yeah, they did. And so it's been a great tournament over the years, and now they've brought in a lot of bigger schools, and I think it's kind of taken away from the original Ralph Miller Classic theme, but we've had a chance to see some great players over the years that have gone on and played professional sports. And so, you know, depends on how you look at it, but it's a good tournament.
Well, regardless of who comes here, there's always a bunch of athletes, and they always play well, and they're well coached, and you know, it's just fun to watch people from all across the state get together and, you know, travel and cheer for their home teams. And you know, this year so far we've had good weather, and hopefully that holds, and you know, everybody will get down and get to see their teams as much as they can and spend some time in Chanute and see the kind of things we have here available to look at. And you know, again, that's part of what Ralph Miller is about, is spreading, you know, the Chanute, you know, city, the things we have here in southeastern Kansas in a smaller community. You know, the larger communities, they take those back and say, wow, we had a really great time in Chanute. I didn't imagine that they could do that at a school that size. And so those are all still positive things, even though we've lost some of that hometown feel.
That's been the Labette County Medical Center halftime show. As we're ready for the start of the third quarter, it's going to be Andover Central with the basketball, the Jaguars in their black and gold. They'll be going from right to left on your radio dials. We described the third quarter of play. They'll inbounds. We'll see how Chanute opens up. They're going to open up in man-to-man. Driving shot off the glass rolls in, and now it's a 12-point lead for Andover Central. Chanute can't get too much farther behind. Dump pass inside for Bowman. Jump shot up, no good. Knocked out of bounds. They'll give it to Chanute. Last touch by the Jaguars. Peavy inbounds on the baseline, calls out a play. Man-to-man on the inbounds play, deflected on the inbounds pass. We got a foul called. And this is going to be called on Andover Central. It'll go back to the Blue Comets.
That looked a little questionable even from up here. Looked like just a good hustle play, and obviously we don't have whistles and striped shirts, so they're the ones that see it that way, and they get to blow that whistle.
That's right. Inbounds to Bowman, travels down the baseline, pull-up jumper off the glass. It's good, and it's 42-32. Nice jump shot by Ty Bowman. He drove down the baseline, took advantage of his height, pulled up, and banked it in off the glass. Nice shut off by Kester on the baseline. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Chanute.
Good job,
Coming
Allman.
away with the basketball is Garrett Allman. And the Comets to pull to within single digits if they can get a bucket here. Pass out front for Sean Williams. Now they'll dump it inside. Right wing, back out front it goes. Double team over on the right wing inside to Bowman. Nice scoop shot off the glass and good. Bowman back-to-back buckets, pulls Chanute to within 8, 42-34, and a steal by the Comets. Here comes Peavy, racing into the forecourt, racing down the left wing, hesitation dribble, dumps it over in the left corner, looking inside for Bowman. He's got it. He makes the move, challenges inside, and scores again. Back-to-back buckets by Ty Bowman, and that cuts the lead in half, 42-36. Andover Central may need a timeout here in a minute. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Jumper off, no good. Tapped around twice. Blocked by Bowman, and they're called tie with a foul. Looked like a clean block, but it got him on the body. All of a sudden, we got a good ball game again.
Yeah, that's,
Six-point ball game.
We didn't talk too much about that when they were making that run, and we weren't getting rebounds on the defensive end. Ty was on the bench a little bit because he'd had 2 fouls, and I think Devin gave him a little bit of a break. And now that he's back in there, he's a force inside, and he's going to make a big difference against this zone that they put at us.
First free throw up and good. Second one is in and out. Rebound Chanute, and the Comets down by 7 and a chance to cut it to 5, even 4 if they can hit a three-pointer. Allman hands off to Williams, back out front to Peavy. Looks right, now passes left, outside the three-point arc. Now the drive inside, nice hesitation move. Puts it up on a floater and good.
That's good.
Garrett Allman with the basket, and we've got a 5-point lead now. And now Andover Central answers with a 3 on the other end. Kicks it back up to an 8-point lead, but Chanute came from 12 down to 5. Now it's back up to 8. Bowman, fadeaway left-handed jumper from 3 is good.
Ty's got that kind of range. He starts feeling that shot. He's really going to be tough to defend.
22-foot three-pointer is good. Now we got a charge. Nice defense by Bowman underneath. And a 5-point ball game, and Chanute right back in the ball game again.
Yeah, that was really a pivotal play right there. If Ty doesn't get that charge call and it picks up his 4th, we're in big trouble. But he stayed in there and stayed set. And again, that's that senior leadership for you to know not to move and to be there early, and just a really smart basketball play.
Peavy goes inside to Bowman, puts it on the floor, jump shot, good. 3-point ball game, and the Comets making a run back at the Jaguars, down by 12, but now they're close to within 3, and we got a ball game going. 3-pointer out front, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Jaguars, and they'll kick it out for a 3. Boy, those second chance opportunities are just backbreakers for the Comets. We got a timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. This is the 48th Ralph Miller Classic. You're listening to KFEX Radio.
30.
Welcome back to Ralph Miller Classic, 4th game of day number 1. Chanute trailing 49-43. Almost halfway through the third quarter of play. Sean Williams dumps it out front.
Briley Peavy's got it on the, there we go.
Peavy takes off on the left dribble, works it over to Kester. Now he's backdoor pass, moves inside, Williams back out front. Jump shot by Kester is good. A 3-pointer, and it's a 3-point ball game, a 1-possession game with 3:35 left to go in the third quarter. Jaguars out front, another 3 is good. Boy, too many open shots.
Yeah, that was a really good down screen on their part to free that shooter up.
Now we got a whistle stopping play. got a bench warning against the Jaguar coach, Jesse Herman. He was out near midcourt. It'll be Blue Comet basketball, trailing by 6. Jump pass in the corner, Williams. Jump shot good from 3. His first bucket of the ball game pulls the Comets to within 3. Sean Williams. His dad was a heck of a player at Iowa High School. Long jumper, and this is good from 3 from Andover Central. Boy, a lot of threes in this ball game.
Well, you know, basketball's changed, Mike, from the way we used to play it.
They didn't have threes when I played.
Yeah, these kids are pretty good at it, and you know, if you play with confidence.
Inside, Bowman caught it in a triple team, went up and it spun out on him, but he drew the foul and he'll go to the free throw line. 6-point ball game. Foul called on Xavier Bell. That's his second personal. Third team foul called on Andover Central. Free throw by Bowman is up and good. He's smooth. No effort at all, just smooth free throw. Jerome Washington checks into the Andover Central lineup. Second free throw by Bowman is good. And it's 55-51. A 4-point ball game. This has been a really good ball game.
It's been well played. You know, kids are working hard.
Driving shot up and good, and I think they're going to wave it off.
I think they're going to call foul on the floor, yeah.
Foul on the floor against the Blue Comets. Foul called on Garrett Allman, his second, team foul number 2 on the Blue Comets. Drive inside, they'll fake Bowman off his feet. Now they'll go back and put it in with the left hand.
That was a good move there, a little up and under.
57-51, 6-point ball game coming up on the 2-minute mark of quarter number 3. Long ways to go. Drive to the basket.
On the floor.
Shot
again,
up and a blocking foul on the way to the basket. That's going to be the 4th team foul called on Andover Central. If we can get them in the bonus, get to the line and get back in this ball game. Ty Combs in the ball game for Chanute. Inbound pass thrown away. Picked off by Andover Central. Chanute drops back into a zone, 3-2. Now a drive to the basket. They'll shoot over Bowman and score. 57-51, or excuse me, 59-51. 8-point lead. Now we're going to get a walk called on Peavy at the other end.
Yeah, that's good defensive rotation by them. They, you know, both teams now are playing a little isolation, spreading the floor, using their good skills to get to the basket.
Chanute's worked back to a 3-point ball game, but now it's an 8-point lead. You don't want to see it go double digits.
Yeah,
and
great back cut there.
Shot
just didn't quite finish
no
it.
good. Nice block inside. Rebound Peavy. Comets left to right with the basketball into the front court. Out front it goes to Kester. Right, left dribble. Andover Central in the zone. Driving inside is Bowman. Might have got away with the walk. They're going to call a foul on Andover Central, and that's going to be their 5th, and that's going to put us to the 5th team foul.
Yeah, they called it on the floor before any attempt to shoot that ball. So our ball out of bounds. We got to execute right here.
Comets inbounds. High pass inbounds and picked up in the backcourt by the Blue Comets, luckily. Peavy spins, falls down, and walks to the basketball. Got a little too much of a hurry.
Those lines are slick out there sometimes.
Andover Central, no hurry.
Looks like they're going to try to hold for the last shot of this quarter.
59-51. Half a minute left to go. And they're just about 5 feet inside the midcourt line. They'll hand it back. Chanute, man-to-man defense. Kind of a sagging man-to-man. Now a blocking foul is going to be called on Coombs. Foul comes with 11.1 to go in the third quarter. Andover Central by 8. Oh, and wide open pass underneath. Chanute fell asleep on defense. 10-point lead, 5 seconds to go. Jump pass, Chanute can pull up for a three. It's no good, and we've reached the end of three in our score. Andover Central, the Jaguars, 61. The Chanute Blue Comets, 51. 8 minutes to go in the 48th Ralph Miller Classic first day. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout. This is Chanute Blue Comet basketball.
Here we go.
8 minutes left to go in the first ball game of the tournament for the Blue Comets. Final game of day number 1. Trailing by 10, but they'll get the ball to start the fourth quarter. They'll inbounds. Briley Peavy working it out, top the circle. 3-2 zone by Andover Central, and a nice basket put up and in by the Comets.
Yeah, that was a great move by Ty. Ty Coombs just took the ball baseline, used his left hand. He's quick.
Boy, these guys, a lot of these guys on this Chanute team shoot well with the left hand. Jump pass out front, and we got a foul call on the far side. It's going to go against Chanute. Little touch foul. Opening minute of play of the fourth quarter, Chanute down by 8. They've trailed by as many as 12, cut it back to 3, and then Andover Central went on another run. Jaguar basketball. They'll jump it inside. They'll turn and score. Nice pass inside. Xavier Bell with the basket. 63-53, back to a double-digit lead. Comets trying to set a high screen with Bowman. Now they go inside. A shot good. And a chance for a three-point play. Nice drive by Garrett Allman. He is powered inside, went one-on-one. A lot of contact. And they called the foul on Andover Central.
Yeah, that's a great use of spreading the floor and kind of playing a 4-out, 1-in look. And Ty came and set a screen, and he refused the screen, which really messes the defense up a little bit. And Garrett was real strong with the basket all the way to the rim, and didn't make the three-pointer, but
Free throw hit the front rim, and now Andover Central goes right down the middle and scores. Nobody stopped him, and it's back to a 10-point lead. 6:46 to play. Bomb from the three-point arc, and that is Kesker from the left side. 65-58. We got a timeout on the floor. And it's a 1 minute timeout with 6:43 left to go. Andover Central 65, Chanute 58. We'll pause 1 minute. This is Blue Comet Basketball on KFEX. Welcome back to the 48th Ralph Miller Basketball Classic. Andover Central bringing it up the floor, 1-on-3, dumps it back out into the corner, right wing three, good. And it's back to a 10-point lead, 68-58. Chanute needs to answer. Coombs backed in and walked to the basketball, and they'll turn it back over.
Yeah, got a little quick there for his own good. A little out of control and didn't have good position to get to the rim.
Chanute's got some good quickness out there on the floor. 68-58, down to by 10. Winner moves into the semifinals tomorrow night. Expecting an inch of snow tonight, too. Crossover dribble, moving inside, shot no good, 3-second violation. 3 seconds on Andover Central. Ball goes back to the Comets. So the Blue Comets will bring it the length of the floor. Down by 10, trying to cover it to single digits. Bouncing to the corners, knocked out of bounds. I think you give Devin Crabtree some time. He's going to make this team a mold of the way he played, and he was a great player at Chanute High School. Three-pointer is off by Kester. It's an air ball. Rebound, Andover Central. Jaguars. Bounce pass into the right corner. They'll bring it back out front. Three-point arc is only 19-9, and it's right at the top of the circle, so not too hard to shoot threes. Driving inside, left-handed shot, no good. Bowman battling for the rebound. Taken away by Andover Central and put back up and in. And it's a 12-point lead. Xavier Bell with the basket. Comets trying to answer at the other end. Pass into the corner. Coombs is good from three. Three-pointer from Coombs. And it cuts the lead back to 9, 70-61. Long shot, no good. Rebound taken away by Kester. Out front to Briley Peavy. Andover Central in the zone. They've gone 3-2 now. Right wing three is good, and the Comets right back in the ball game, Bill. 70-64. Timeout on the floor called by Andover Central. A 30-second timeout. 4:26 to go. 70-64. Andover Central. This is the Ralph Miller Classic on KFEX.
That was great recognition out of that 3-2 zone they hopped into.
Oh, yeah. Tell you what, we shoot the ball well.
You know, Devin never met a shot that he didn't like when he was playing either, and I think he's still a lot of confidence in his kids to take shots when they're open and, you know, within the realm of the offense. And, you know, like most coaches, it's really hard to get a defensive solidified if you haven't played together for a long time into the same system. And, you know, offense is going to be a little bit easier for these kids to get a hold of just because they are so skilled. Defense, you know, it's going to get better and better and better, and you'll learn every time you play and watch film. But, you know, these kids are starting to play with some confidence. They've made a lot of improvements since the first game of the season when I saw them. We're on.
4:24 left to go in the ball game. Chanute is pulled within 6 after trailing by as many as 12. Chanute's gone man to man.
Need to stop here. Need to play.
Driving inside, Bell puts it up and in, and it's 72-64, Andover Central by 8. Andover Central, just east of Wichita, also has Andover High School there too. Both have produced some pretty good athletes. Got a foul on the Comets on the offense. Team foul number 5. Jaguars was 6. Next Jaguar foul will put the Comets on the line with a 1-and-1. 72-64. Cross-court pass, almost threw it away. Now they go back court with it. So a little slop pass for Andover Central. Chanute will get the ball back. Still plenty of time the way they shoot the ball.
Yeah, it gets down to taking care of each possession now at the end of the game like it does many times against good teams.
It's been Chanute's defense really has hurt them tonight. Shot blocked over in the corner. Chanute's got it. Shot up, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Jaguars.
Timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 3:16 left to go. Full timeout, 72-64. We'll take it. 60 seconds, you're listening to the Ralph Miller Classic on KFVX 93.1 Chanute. Back at the Ralph Miller Classic, I'm Mike Sutcliffe along with Bill Woodard and Dave Rimbold. You're listening to Firescape Radio, 93.1 KFEX. Andover Central with the basketball, the inbounds, walking it up the floor. Chanute trying to set a trap up front. They're going to hold it. They're going to try to.
Yeah, Comets are going to have to play man-to-man the rest of the game. We're just going to have to be really, really good in help side defense. You know, Bell, he's really good with the ball.
It's an 8-point lead. They're going to try to take some time off the clock. So Chanute's got a couple of fouls to gamble on. And there's one of them on Kester over on the left wing.
Yeah, we're going to have to use those eventually here pretty quick just so we can have opportunities on the offensive end.
First personal, team foul number 6. Next one will put Andover Central on the line with a 1-and-1. Ball off the knee of a Comet, out of bounds, remains Jaguar basketball. Jags inbounds. They'll go to the basket and score. 74-64, Andover Central. 2.5 to play. Right corner jumper, good from 3. Coombs pulls it to within 7. Still striking range. Plenty of time to play. Nice backdoor fast break. Laid up and in by Andover Central. 76-67. 9-point lead, 3 possessions. Coombs catches, goes to the top of the circle, might have drug a foot. Works it over to Bowman on the left corner. Now Coombs, baseline, fades, shoots, off the glass, no good. And we got a foul on the rebound. It's going to go against Chanute. That's going to be a bonus at the other end for Andover Central. Team foul number 7. Minute 45 left to play.
Got a little stagnant on that last offensive possession. Didn't have much movement on the offensive end, and people are kind of looking for a little bit of one-on-one stuff, and they need to work together and set some screens and keep that movement going to get good looks.
Free throw up and good, makes it a 10-point lead, earns the second shot opportunity. Jags getting ready to bring in a substitute. Second free throw good. 11-point lead. They've led by as many as 12. Chute's going to have to hurry. Minute 42 to play. Briley Peavy brings it back out front. Oh, almost got away with a walk. Inside, Bowman, shot, rattles in and out. Rebound, taken away by the Jaguars. A quick foul in the Comets. It's going to be a 1-and-1. It's the 8th team foul. Garrett Allman picked up his 4th personal. Jerome Washington, 6'5" senior. 1-and-1, free throw good. As long as they hit their free throws, they're pretty well home set for this ball game.
Yeah, they've all got pretty good strokes. You know, they don't just have 1 or 2 guys that can shoot threes. They've got 4 or 5 of them that can kind of light it up.
Second free throw crawls in, and so Chanute now down by 13. That's their biggest deficit of the ball game. 1:06 left to play. Inside pass, and we got a jumper and a foul called on Andover Central.
So it'll be a 2-shot foul for
Garrett Allman
Garrett.
goes to the free throw line. Shoots 2. Eric Irby will check in for the Blue Comets. (80-68), free throw good. 80-69. A lot of points scored tonight. Coming up on a minute left to go in the ball game. Fast-moving ball game, final game of the night. Left-handed dribble, almost stepped out of bounds. Now they'll work it around the circle. Taking time off the clock, they'll go backdoor, double team by the Comets. And now a reaching foul called on Kester. Student section hadn't sat down the whole ball game. Must think they're in
That's awesome.
Allen Fieldhouse.
That's awesome. You know, they have to sit all day in class, so you might as well stand up when you have a chance, right?
That's right. Got a good band, too. It's a 9th team foul. Next will be a double bonus. Free throw is up and good. Boy, Andover Central good at the free throw line tonight. 2 things tonight. Free throw shooting and second chance opportunities been a difference for Andover Central. 81-69, 82-69.
You know, good teams do those things, Mike. I mean, you look across the board at basketball at any level, and if you can offensive rebound and if you can shoot free throws to ice things away late in the game, you can always be in games, you can always play, and if you have enough athletes, you can really be good.
Beebe quickly over to Irby. Now to Coons, baseline drive. Shoot, letting some second teamers in there. Shot from the corner, no good. When we're down to 6 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Just gotta let that one run out.
Dribbling it around. Don't steal it and dunk at the other end.
Oh, we don't
Might have a brawl or something.
We don't want to go there.
And that's going to do it. Andover Central knocks off the Comets here in the opening day of the Ralph Miller Classic.